Hello, hello, curious minds. I'm Bartholomew the Brain Cell, broadcasting from the pineal gland, the VIP lounge of the cerebrum. And this is Inside the Mind, where cells spill all the secrets. Today's guest is a true frontliner. He's been through UV wars, acne outbreaks, shaving casualties, and even an ill-advised glitter lotion phase. Please welcome Dermis McSkin, a second-generation skin cell from the basal layer.
Bartholomew, what a pleasure. It's rare I get to travel up from the epidermis. Quite the view from in here.
Let's start with what everyone wants to know. What are you exactly?
I'm a keratinocyte, the most common type of skin cell. I live in the epidermis, the outermost layer of skin. My job is to form a tight, waterproof barrier that protects the body from the outside world, bacteria, UV rays, pollution, even bad fashion choices.
And you're not alone up there, right?
Definitely not. I share the space with melanocytes. They give skin its color, Langerhans cells, which are immune defenders, and Merkel cells, the touch receptors. It's like a high-rise apartment building with security, lighting, and reception all built in.
Speaking of melanocytes, let's talk melanin. What's the real deal behind skin tone?
Melanin is a pigment made by melanocytes. Everyone has roughly the same number of melanocytes. What varies is how much melanin they produce and how it's distributed. More melanin equals a deeper pigmentation and better natural UV protection. But darker skin doesn't mean immune to sun damage. Everyone needs sunscreen.
I've heard that before, but I know people still argue it. Let's bust a few more skincare myths. What about pores opening and closing?
Now, pores don't have muscles. They don't open or close. You can clean them and you can make them look smaller, but they're not like drawbridges. Also, you can't detox your skin with a face mask. Your liver and kidneys handle detox. A clay mask won't pull out your regrets from last weekend.
Now what about tattoos? I'm told they last forever, but you shed skin all the time.
Great question. So tattoos aren't in the epidermis, they're injected into the dermis, which doesn't shed the way my layer does. The ink gets trapped in the extracellular matrix and inside immune cells like macrophages. They try to clean it up, but pigment particles are too big. That's why tattoos fade over decades, but never vanish, unless you get a laser involved.
A laser? That sounds intense.
Oh, it is. The laser shatters the pigment into smaller bits so macrophages can finally carry them away through the lymphatic system. Science meets art removal.
Now let's switch gears a bit. Let's say I fall off my skateboard, hypothetically, and get a nasty scrape. What happens?
Well, first, platelets rush in to form a clot. Then immune cells like neutrophils and macrophages arrive to clean the area. Meanwhile, keratinocytes like me start migrating to close the wound. Fibroblasts in the dermis lay down new collagen. If the injury is shallow, it might heal without a trace. But if the dermis is damaged, that's when a scar forms. It's fast, but it's messy.
Huh. And what about stretch marks? Do those count as scars?
Sort of. Stretch marks happen when the dermis tears due to rapid stretching, growth spurts, pregnancy, weight gain. The skin can't keep up, and collagen fibers snap. At first they're reddish or purple because of inflammation, but they fade to silvery lines over time. Completely normal, totally common, nothing to be ashamed of.
So, it's structural damage to the dermis?
Exactly. Collagen and elastin, those are the proteins that give skin strength and stretch. When they break faster than they can rebuild, that's when marks form.
Is there any way to prevent them? Or are they just part of being human?
A bit of both. Genetics play a big role, but keeping the skin hydrated and supporting collagen production with nutrients like vitamin C, zinc, and protein can help minimize the severity. But let's be clear, they're not a failure of skincare. They're a sign your body adapted to change.
Do those creams and oils that promise to erase stretch marks actually work?
Most of them are moisturizers. They help with itching and may reduce redness if used early, but they don't erase marks. The deeper damage is in the dermis, and topical products rarely penetrate that far.
So, when people feel insecure about stretch marks, it's really a case of beauty standards overriding biology.
Spot on, Bart. Skin isn't meant to be flawless. It's meant to be functional. Stretch marks are proof you've lived, grown, stretched, adapted. They're not flaws. They're physical history.
That's beautiful. Would it be fair to say that part of your job is storytelling?
Absolutely. Scars, freckles, lines, pigment, stretch marks. The skin tells stories of sunlight, survival, change, and time. I wear them proudly, and I hope more people will too.
You've got a poetic side, don't you, Dermis? Now, what would you say is the biggest thing people misunderstand about skin?
They forget it's alive. It's not just a shell, it's the body's largest organ. It breathes, communicates, defends, and renews itself constantly. And it remembers. Every sunburn, every scar, every stretch, like I said before, it's a living journal. You'd be amazed how much of your life I've absorbed, literally. I've stored heat waves, carried the scent of people you loved, held goosebumps during your favorite songs. I've bruised when you took a fall, flushed when you felt embarrassed, and itched when you were anxious. I'm not just some passive wrapping. I'm your first responder, your translator, and your communicator. When your gut is off, I break out. When you're stressed, I inflame. When you're in danger, I pale or flush to redirect blood. I'm like a giant billboard for your internal state.
Whoa, I knew the skin had layers, but I didn't realize it felt things that deeply.
Oh, it does. I work closely with your nervous system. Ever heard of nociceptors? Pain receptors? Yeah, those are wired right through me. Same with touch receptors. The world makes first contact through me, and I send that intel upstairs, to you.
And I interpret it, so we're like a sensory relay team.
Exactly. You make sense of the signals I detect. Hot stove? I yell burn. You process it and yank the hand back. It's a full-body collaboration. Every reaction is teamwork.
So, what do you wish people would do differently?
Pay attention. Respect me. Nourish me from both the outside and inside. That means staying hydrated, eating nutrient-rich foods, especially vitamins A, C, and healthy fats, using sunscreen, and taking breaks from all the noise. Stress affects me too. Also, please don't wage war on me with 12-step routines. I don't need to be fixed. I just need to be heard.
I've never seen a cell advocate for therapy before.
Oh, I'm very pro-therapy. Emotional stress can manifest as hives, acne, eczema flares. The skin mirrors the nervous system.
Dermis, this is eye-opening and pore-opening.
Happy to shed some light, Bart. Just don't exfoliate that joke.
Now you said that the skin mirrors the nervous system. That kind of connection. It sounds emotional.
It is. We react to the world just as much as we protect you from it. Ever wonder why your skin flushes when you're embarrassed or breaks out under stress? That's not coincidence. It's communication. There's a network called the cutaneous neuroimmune system, a fancy term for the constant crosstalk between nerve endings, immune cells, and skin cells like me. When cortisol spikes, I know. When adrenaline floods your bloodstream, I feel it.
So in a way, the skin is like a mood ring for the soul.
Sort of, except the colors are bruises, blotches, and breakouts. Not as marketable, but way more honest.
Dermis, I've got to say, I didn't expect today's episode to be part biology lesson, part therapy session, and part spoken word poetry. But I'm loving all of it.
I aim to moisturize and myth bust in equal measure.
Before we go, is there one final message you want to leave the listeners with?
Yes, I want everyone to understand this. Your skin is not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to function. It's not a filter or a flaw. It's your boundary, your memory, your warning system, your storybook. So instead of trying to erase it, try listening to it. You might be surprised at what you hear.
I'm going to need to sit with that. Dermis McSkin, skin cell, storyteller, sage, thank you for joining us on Inside the Mind.
The pleasure was all mine, Bart. Keep that noggin cool and those synapses sparking.
That's a wrap on today's episode of Inside the Mind. Remember, your body is talking to you all the time. You just have to tune in. Next week, I'll be speaking with a memory B cell who swears he remembers the flu from 2007. Until then, stay synaptic.